Let's continue our discussion with political commentator Michael Reagan, the chair of the Reagan Legacy Foundation. Michael, what do you make of this revelation that this administration may allow non-citizens into the country for treatment of Ebola?
I mean, is anybody surprised by this? I mean, Chuck Hagel just announced that, in fact, they're going to quarantine the military that they've sent over to West Africa to deal with this. And I'm not surprised by the President of the United States, in fact, doing this. I would be surprised if he didn't, because that's the nature of Barack Obama. You know, it's interesting. I grew up in an era where they used to test you for all kinds of diseases when you came into the United States of America. Now there's really no test at all. I mean, political correctness is killing us, literally killing us. And it's about time we woke up. And again, back to what I was talking about earlier, we need somebody to stand up. Remember my father's Evil Empire speech. We need a speech like that, truly about us and political correctness and what we're doing. And through political correctness, how in fact it's damaging the health and everything else of the citizens of the United States of America.
Michael, you mentioned what's going on at the Pentagon. Chuck Hagel and Martin Dempsey, who's the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, suggested to Secretary Hagel and Secretary Hagel concurrence on that 21-day quarantine of all U.S. troops returning. In 30 seconds, do you agree with that move?
Yeah, I agree with that move. And I would tell you this, if I was a volunteer to go to West Africa to fight Ebola, which I think is heroic, I would also volunteer to put myself in quarantine for 21 days when I return to make sure that my family was protected, my friends were protected, and this country was protected.
And on that note, Michael Reagan,
applauded,
we have to thank
you.
Right thing. We will talk with you later. Now a Newsmax election preview.
Carl DeMaio is looking to oust first-time Democratic Representative Scott Peters from California's 52nd Congressional District. It's a headline-grabbing race. DeMaio is one of 3 openly gay candidates running for Congress in 2014. In February, his campaign made history when DeMaio featured his same-sex partner in a political ad. From there, however, the headlines became scandalous. First, one of DeMaio's former staffers accused him of sexual harassment and then of trying to buy his silence. No charges were filed. Next, DeMaio's campaign manager came under fire for an internal email. San Diego's ABC affiliate reports that email warned DeMaio's staffers to watch out for young black people at campaign events, as they might be spies for the Peters campaign. Public apologies have since been made. And when Peters brings up these headlines, DeMaio accuses him of running a smear campaign. So where do the candidates stand on the issues? UT San Diego, a local newspaper, breaks them down. The Affordable Care Act, DeMaio supports parts of it, like coverage for those with pre-existing conditions and children being able to stay on their parents' policies longer. Peters agrees the legislation has flaws and pushed for enrollment extensions for individuals as well as businesses. Minimum wage. Peters supports an increase to $10 an hour. DeMaio isn't opposed to an increase, but only if it's tied to other economic reforms. Gun control. Both support the Second Amendment. However, DeMaio wants to see expanded background checks and a focus on mental health. Peters is pushing for a ban on weapons like high-capacity assault rifles.
And for more on this race and others, go to Newsmax.com as we continue our countdown to the midterms. And be sure to join us here on Newsmax TV election night for our special live coverage of the midterms. You decide 2014.